Nothing comes from nothing, a manifesto for reborn leaders. Nothing comes from nothing. This is not merely a proverb whispered across centuries. It is the law of existence itself. It is a strategy to use in love and career. Out of the void, only what is willed, burned, and reborn emerges. History is not a relic. It is the furnace in which our identities are smelted. The French stormed their Bastille not for bread alone, but for the dignity of a reimagined order. Robespierre declared, "The secret of freedom lies in educating people, whereas the secret of tyranny is in keeping them ignorant." Revolution is never an accident. It demands destruction, yes, but also theory, philosophy, and the audacity to imagine a system that had never yet lived. Liberté, égalité, fraternité. The Italians lit their piazzas with fire and syndicate oaths, weaving communities through whispered conspiracies and resilience. Think of the pacts in Il Padrino, sealed not with signatures but with blood, because honour cannot be notarized. It must be embodied. A promise is not a phrase, it is a covenant carved into marrow. When you live like this, your word is iron, your alliances sacred. And so, my future, it dazzles even in its shadows. It has been always already written, scripted in the constellations above and in the scars etched across my own skin. A marvellous unfolding awaits, for destruction has already delivered me to rebirth. I do not stand at the end of history. I stand within its relentless continuum, ready to tear, ready to imagine, ready to build. Rumi reminds us, try to accept the changing seasons of your soul, even if they come with destruction. The wound is where the light enters you. My scars are not endings, they are openings, doors where light breaks through. Che Guevara once declared, "The revolution is not an apple that falls when it is ripe. You have to make it fall." Castro told his people, "A revolution is not a bed of roses. It is a struggle between the future and the past." And Martin Luther King thundered, "We are not makers of history. We are made by history." Revolutions, whether on the battlefield, in the streets, or within the private chambers of the soul, are born from the same alchemy. Pain transmuted into vision, vision into action, action into destiny. To study history is to learn the choreography of rebirth. Destruction without philosophy is chaos, revolt. Philosophy without courage is silence. But destruction with philosophy, that is revolution. The French brought theory to the guillotine. The Italians brought honour to the Piazza. The black civil rights leaders brought the cadence of the pulpito the streets of America. And today we bring intellect, EQ, AIQ, and SSQ to the digital Colosseum. You, watching this, what will you burn and what will you build? History is not in the textbooks. It is in your fingertips, your choices, your scars. Will you retreat into comfort or carve your promise in blood and fire? The sacred future. I tell you this, my future is marvellous anyway, because I know, as King knew, as Rumi knew, as Guevara knew, that the future belongs not to the timid, but to those who refuse to let history repeat its chains. We are the alchemists of tomorrow. We stand in the ashes. We carry theory like firewood. We build with blood and honour. And from the void, from nothing, we make everything. Outro scene. Visual, black screen. White letters appear. The wound is the place where the light enters you. Rumi Fade 2, The Vanguard Alchemist, Music, a single deep drum fading into silence.